Hello, my dear student. Assalamu alaikum. Hope you all are quite okay and fine. Welcome you all to my today online class. Before going to start my today's lecture, first of all, I would like to introduce myself to all of you. I am Muhammad Ghulam Morshed, lecturer of biology, Milestone College, Uttara Dhaka. Okay, now let's discuss about our today's lecture. Today I am going to discuss about the chapter 3, that is the human physiology, digestion and absorption. Okay. This is the gastrointestinal tract or digestive system of human body. But what is this? What is the name of this organ? I think everybody could able to answer this question. This is the liver. This is the liver and the largest internal organ and largest gland in human body. Okay. The digestive glands, the learning output. After completing this lesson, students should be able to describe the structure of the liver, explain the functions of the liver. Okay. Now, as you know that human digestive systems have 5 digestive glands. The largest digestive glands is the liver. Okay. So today we have to we have to know about the structure and functions of the liver elaborately. The liver. What is the position of the liver? Liver is actually located at the abdominal cavity, just below the diaphragm and just right side of the stomach. Okay. Its outer surface is convex and the inner surface is concave. Okay. And liver is basically consisting of 4 chamber. Okay. To measure right and left lobe, the right lobe is 6 times larger than the left lobe, and a 2 minor lobe which is known as the quadrate and caudate. Okay. And the whole liver is actually encircled or enclosed by a membrane which is known as the Glison's capsule. Okay. And liver produce enormous amount of the bile, and the left and the right lobes secrete the liver, which carried by the left and right hepatic duct, and the 2 hepatic ducts connected to the gallbladder. Gallbladder is actually connected with the hepatic duct, and this gallbladder is stored the liver which is secreted from the liver, stored the bile which is secreted from the liver temporarily. And it also concentrate the bile, and this bile is ultimately open into the duodenum through the common hepatopancreatic ducts through the ampulla of Vater. Okay. First of all, the bile is transported through the bile duct, and the and pancreatic duct is also connected with the common bile duct to form the common hepatopancreatic duct, which ultimately open into the duodenum through the ampulla of Vater. Okay. And each lobe of the liver is actually consist of a hexagonal structure, lobules, which is known as the lobule, and lobule is actually consisting of numerous hepatic cells. Okay. Now let's discuss about the functions of the liver. Liver have mainly 2 functions, storage and metabolic functions. The first of all, we have to know about the storage functions of the liver. The first, the storage of the glycogen. Liver can store excess glucose as glycogen by the process of the glycogenesis. Insulin hormone influence the process of the glycogenesis actually. After digestion, the glucose or monosaccharide are actually absorbed into the blood, and this glucose goes to the liver through the hepatic portal vein and after reaching the liver, the excess glucose will be converted into glycogen as the process of by the process of the glycogenesis. Okay. The another functions of storage functions of liver is the storage of bile. Storage of bile. Liver secretes enormous amount of bile, which stored in gallbladder for continuous supply in food digestion. Okay. And number 3 storage function is the storage of vitamins. Liver can also store vitamins A, D, E, B6 and B12. Okay. Liver can also store some minerals like copper, zinc, cobalt, molybdenum, iron and potassium, etc. And liver can also store some lipid. Okay, storage of lipid is one of the most important storage functions of the liver. The liver synthesizes large amount of cholesterol and phospholipid. It is the major site for converting excess carbohydrate and proteins into fatty acids and triglycerides, which are then exported and stored in adipose tissue. And finally, the last storage functions of the liver can store blood. The liver receives a dual blood supplies from the hepatic portal vein and the hepatic arteries. The liver, with its vast complex of blood vessel, forms a huge store of blood with capacity of up to 1500 cc, cubic cc. Okay. Now let's discuss about the metabolic functions of liver. Liver has several metabolic functions. Actually, liver is actually known as the organic laboratory because lots of biochemical reaction actually take places in the liver. Okay, more than 500 biochemical reaction actually take places in the liver. That's why the liver is actually known as the organic laboratory of human body. Okay. The first metabolic function, the carbohydrate metabolism, the glycogenolysis. When blood glucose is low, the liver breaks stored glycogen down into glucose for release into the blood stream through process of glycogenolysis. So glycogenolysis is a process by which glycogen is break down to produce glucose by the different types of enzymes. Okay. And gluconeogenesis. The liver converts certain amino acid and lactic acid into glucose through the process of gluconeogenesis. Amino acids and lactic acid is converted into glucose by the process of the gluconeogenesis. Actually, sometimes the glucose may be formed from the non-carbohydrate source. For example, amino acid or lactic acid may be converted into glucose by the various types of enzymes, by the help of the enzymes. Okay. And see the lipogenesis. When blood has more glucose than it needs for energy and has reached in storage capacity for glycogen, the hormones insulin prompt the liver to convert the glucose into triglyceride, which are then transported to fat cells. Okay. This is actually known as the triglyceride. Triglyceride is the process by which glucose is converted into triglyceride by the help of the different types of enzymes. Okay. Now the lipid metabolism. Okay. Liver can also help in the metabolism of lipid. Okay. Number 1, A, the breakdown of fatty acids and generating ATP, which is important for contraction and relaxation of the muscle. Okay. And the lipid metabolism, the synthesis of lipoprotein, which are important for the movement of fatty acid, cholesterol, triglyceride to and from cell. synthesis of cholesterol as well as using cholesterol to produce two important bile salt, sodium taurocholate and sodium glycocholate. Okay. Now the protein metabolism. Liver can also metabolize protein foods. Okay. Synthesis of plasma protein. Liver can synthesize all the plasma protein except for gamma globulin. Plasma proteins produced in the liver include albumin, proteins, globulin, fibrinogen, and prothrombin, etc. Now the synthesis of hormone. Liver synthesizes angiotensinogen hormone that is responsible for raising the blood pressure when activated by renin, an enzyme that is released when the kidney sends low blood pressure. Deamination. The human body is unable to store excess amino acids which converted in the liver to keto acid and amine radicals by the process of the deamination. Amine radicals combine to hydrogen ion to produce ammonia. Now the urea formation. Ammonia is an extremely toxic base and its accumulation in the body would quickly be fatal. The liver contains a system of carrier molecules and enzymes which quickly converts the ammonia into urea through uric acid cycle or ornithine cycle. Now the enzyme production. The liver produces the enzyme catalase in order to break down hydrogen peroxide, a very toxic substance due to it being a powerful oxidizing agent into water and oxygen. In liver, the enzyme also destroys many other toxic substances. The energy production. Liver can produce the energy. The energy production is extremely active in oxidizing triglyceride to produce energy. Okay. Metabolic functions. The detoxification. Hepatocytes of the liver monitors the contents of the blood and remove any potentially toxic substance before they can reach the rest of the body. Enzymes in hepatocytes metabolized many of these toxins, such as alcohol, drugs, into their inactive metabolite. It plays a key role in breaking down most medical products in a process for drug metabolism. Synthesis of blood component. The liver synthesizes many of the clotting factors, immune factors, and supply raw materials for creation of new RBC. The hemoglobin breakdown. Liver produce regularly bilirubin and biliverdin from breaking down of the hemoglobin from dead RBC after end of the 120 days lifespan. Now the hormone breakdowns. Liver is responsible for breaking down of testosterone, insulin, glucagon, thyroxine, and other hormones, and thus maintains the hormonal homeostasis. Okay, now the homework. Write down the functions of bile. Thank you for your patient sharing. I think today's lecture was very much effective lecture for all of us. I am humble requesting you all to watch my video lecture for several times so that you can understand each and every topic that have already discussed here today. If you have any queries regarding my today's lecture, feel free to ask me, or you can also ask your respective subject teacher. Thank you all. Khuda Hafiz.